So here we are, like welcome back to our stream. After the 2 days gap, I came back over here again to giving you a lot of information about our systems. But right now we are looking for something new that we haven't looked before. But let me adjust the camera. And now, as you can see, the my camera is receiving and transmitting a very HD quality video, which means that our today live stream would be a HD. So we are just like setting up the 4K resolution camera in the future. That would be a setup in a one day. But that before I have to do and we have to know about the system. So today I'm gonna explain the our concept. The last time we saw, like our previous stream, in a previous stream, we saw the e-rickshaw concept. The self-modded in e-rickshaw concept is already have a showcase here, and I just did show you all about the preview of the entire system, that how it gonna be work in the reality and how it will be functional to be sustainable more in the market. But but now I thought of something in my mind that we can make as a the self-modded e-rickshaw, as a we can make the e-bus. Okay, so we have the another option to make this thing yeah, we have the another option to make this thing. Like we can make this thing through the hybrid technology, and also we have the another option is self-charging technology. So we will only choose the self-charging technology to make this thing a reality. So the e-bus, so we I have no time to explain here much, but right now I'm gonna hire on this thing like this one. Yeah, well. So today we are gonna know about the what is the self-modded e-bus for improving the transportation ecosystem. Okay, so electric bus is usually does work on the mainstream of the battery and traction powertrains, or the lot of things that auxiliary something is a very often that use in an electric vehicle like in an electric bus. There would be the four-axle motor. There would be a one mainstream battery or the one powertrain to propel the entire vehicle. So the bus is a heavy loaded vehicle. Like there is almost 30 people can carry the bus. Just like a bus can carry the 30 people up to. So we need to improve and we need to the robust our technology to sustain the 30 people up to load up. Okay. So the load onto this vehicle is very high, which means the self-charging technology can bear this load, but we need to the robust. Okay. So the self-modded e-bus means the self-charging modded, a self-charging integrated electric vehicle, which means the electric bus, would be another level of the game changer for our future. And I'm just looking for something to make it a reality. So I don't have the preview of this technology, just has the information. So that upon the information, I'm just going to explain about how this was would be a game changer. So let's move on to the another slide, our next slide. As we saw in the previous concept, the features. The first we witnessed the feature of an entire vehicle. So there is a lot of feature of this vehicle. Just like we are just like I'm gonna starting from the first one. The first feature and key feature of this entire vehicle is that can drive up to the potential range and partial unlimited. What we saw in the last concept, the e-rickshaw can drive up to the 900 kilometer of the mileage, but it's the partial range. Just as a similar, I written there the the partial range of the bus. So what is a bus or but what is the mileage range of the bus? It can also will be the increase by the self-charge and extend by the self-charging. So there will be a partial like a yeah the partial unlimited things like you can drive up your bus unlimited. You don't have to take the pauses like a stop vehicle. Your vehicle will be charged during its during its the journey. So maybe I just want to be see this thing on a reality, just like trying to be make this in a reality. So let's see, like there is a first key point, like key feature is saying can drive up to the partial range and partial unlimited unability. So ability is the first one is about to you can drive up to its over than its the current mileage or range. And there the second one is the expanding the lifetime of the vehicle. So the minibus is very heavy, and the batteries would be a very quick quick deplete. So we need to we need to make the one system. We need to make the reliable vehicle. Like it can go further, and it should not be take uh it should not be take the our like it should not be take the like a maintenance. Sorry guys, I'm just lost. I'm just like a heading outside. So many people are outside. So I thought that there is a something that my family member came here to the bar, like knock my door. Yeah, there is a no one of my family member. Just go ahead. The second one is the telling that the expanding the lifetime of the vehicle. So just like a the normal bus has a very like average lifetime. It depends on the maintenance and how the vehicle is sustained, resist a lot of the journey and like a drive integrate like a drive post aftermath. So just understand like this, like the it can also increase the lifetime of the vehicle. Then you should not take to maintain the vehicle every time. The iteration of the maintenance would be very low if the system will be unable in a vehicle. So there is a third one, is a shift mode and rest mode based SCS controlling unit. Also, the we have already talked about that the rest mode, shift mode is also became a very usual topic here. But also, I want to say that this bus gonna have the three systems in that in inside of vehicle, which means this vehicle will be run only the both of system and both of string. Like rest mode will be the also there are animals and it depends on the driver that what are you gonna use. So shift mode also everything autonomously running and or controlling unit, and rest mode is a manually controlling unit, which means both are great in their fields. The like place, but we should move on. Like we should move on. The fourth one is a no external charging support. So our buses should not take under any of the external charging uh, yeah, the help because our bus will not to be the charged by external sources like EVs, electric vehicle supply equipment module, like equipment, like whatever you say, that that is no longer to there to charge a vehicle. So the bus will generate itself energy and charge it up when it's need to recharge. So it's a simple way that it's a simple way that we can go ahead with this technology. And there's a fifth one is the partial taking stop while getting a charge automatically rest mode. Wait, okay. So whenever it's gonna be the stop, like if the bus is gonna stop in a depot, so then the bus is a resting position. So then the rest mode version 2, it will enable through the charge of your vehicle just like a shift mode does. But shift mode is it does when the vehicle is driving up, when the vehicle is being driving up over the road, while the shift mode is the changing and shifting the power source. But rest mode version 2 will shift the power source while it's being resting way by the automatically. So automatically it will do that. So rest mode version 2 is still this undisclosed, but I don't want to disclose any idea of that. But I'm gonna make the system very precise and accurate soon. And there is a sixth one. The velocity range would be 278 kilometer per hour. The most of buses does run on the like it can run up to that range or the range of the velocity, but also it has the self-charging mode because the velocity would be a decrease little bit, but it doesn't matter. Velocity doesn't matter. So let's move on. The interrupted luxurious interference. Okay, interrupted luxurious interference. Like you doesn't need to take anything like to stop charging. You can drive up to the 1,000 of the kilometers with a one charge, and you don't need to take a take a stop to charge your vehicle. That's what I said before. But there is a difference. Like bus does need the maintenance every time. So that maintenance would be reduced by um, by our the modifications in the bus, like a additional modification that will happen next. Soon I will explain here. And there is a seventh one, this like seventh of the factor key feature, the steer by wire. So the steer-by-wire will be used first time in a bus, not first time, but most of our bus company have used this technology, but like a steer-by-wire will be there to the steer the entire control. So I will explain it soon because I don't have much time here. And then we go and then we move on to the 140 volt power controlling architecture, which is a very powerful. So bus will have the most of a feature that is not that you haven't seen before. Like you haven't seen before. Those feature will be added up and will be integrated. Cause of the feature, the bus will need to get a lot of energy. So the 140 old architecture will help to provide the energy. So which means we're gonna have the luxurious, biggest transportation vehicle, the local transportation vehicle. It doesn't ever is made for the only city or something that you can take that vehicle towards the village or something that off-road areas and mountains and wherever it can go. So they are actually yeah. So they are our key features that we're gonna add up in our vehicle. So I really anticipated more here to know about this system and more. And I'm just like a raw information. I made it in a 2 hours circus, and I'm gonna explain much here. So because I don't have the information about this, I just thought and just write down on the presentation software and then showing all. So bye. Everything is just like it's great to be here. Well, acquisition of info soon, designed by Natural Dynamics. And but this concept is not designed by Natural Dynamics. I designed personally. So I'm not gonna promote my credits. So please don't be thinking like this. And like I would say, like the the bus transportation ways are will be a very feasible and reliable and more sustainable in the future. So the Martian humanity will use this thing to travel across the Martian surface. The landscape of the Martian, like a Mars, not Martian. So Martian is like a you are just like a referring something that who is up to on the Mars, but Mars landscape and ground is not a very plain. So there is a no plain landscape. So there is a would be a very craters or something. So for that, we will make a compatible vehicle, just like a bus transportation. There would be, and I'm very anticipate to the collab with the SpaceX will make this thing very faster than any of people's. So let's. I have to say bye, and as you know, like I'm not like wait a minute.